Hi everybody. In this video, we're going to read the next chapter of A Legendary Truth. Chapter 4. Pika. Pikachu was worried about its best buddy. Ash was lying still on the ground, but then he opened his eyes and smiled at his Pokemon partner. Hey Pikachu, thank goodness you didn't get hurt, he said. Then he sat up and realized where he was. Hey, where's N? He asked. I'm right here, N answered, walking over. They were in a large underground room with stone walls. The floor was covered in a deep layer of sand, with stone columns and other debris poking out of it. Ash, are you hurt? No, I'm fine, Ash replied. Thanks for trying to save me. Oh, please. I didn't really do anything, Anne said. We were awfully lucky that the sand cushioned our fall. The light stone had landed nearby. They seemed to have fallen into the room through a large hole in the wall, but now it was blocked by rocks. Anne and Ash looked at each other. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's any other way to get out of here, Anne said. Above ground, Iris, Celine, and Professor Juniper heard a huge crash. As they were looking around to see what it was, a voice commanded, Don't move! It was Team Plasma. Members of the group were jumping out from behind the ruins all around them, each with a Pokeball in hand. We have the White Ruins completely surrounded, Barrett said. Don't do anything stupid. We'll be taking the Light Stone with us. Impossible, the professor responded. We don't have it. But Barrett was one step ahead. We're aware that N took the Light Stone and then fell down into the ruins. Now step back. Iris, Celine, and the professor did as Barrett said. Trapped in the cavern, Ash and N huddled together on the ground. The Light Stone was at their feet, glowing fiery orange like a campfire. I've been thinking a lot since I lost Ayu, N said. Why do Pokemon love you as much as they do? Love me? Ash asked, and continued. I've been chasing after Team Plasma for such a long time, and I've witnessed all kinds of relationships between people and Pokemon. People who treat Pokemon like part of the family, people who work side by side with Pokemon, and people who abandon their Pokemon. And unlike myself, Concordia and Anthea have never left their closed-off world. I wish they'd learn more about the outside. Concordia and Anthea were N's otherworldly companions. Along with N, they had grown up with Team Plasma in isolation from society, until they recognized Ghetsis' true corrupt nature and escaped. Ash and his friends had helped them before, but Anthea and Concordia were still deeply distrustful of other people. Anne reached out for Pikachu and held it up. Pika, Pikachu said happily. Anne smiled, then sighed. I want to know why Pokemon exist in our world in the first place. What are they trying to tell us? Ash stared at the light stone, letting him continue his meditation. Maybe there's a perfect place somewhere in the world where people and Pokemon can live together in peace, Anne said. But thinking of the light stone has nothing more than an object of scientific interest shows that people still think of Pokemon as creatures that only exist to serve their needs. Oh, come on, Ash protested. All that making them serve us stuff? I don't know about any of that. All I know is that my buddy Pikachu and all Pokemon are friends that I care a lot about. Pika, Pikachu agreed, but Em didn't seem convinced. Ash continued. Anytime I've been sad or happy or really mad about something, Pokemon have always been there by my side through it all. And that's why I want to learn more and more about Pokemon, because they're my friends. That's the reason? Anne asked. If we learn as much as we can about Pokemon, then that will help us become better friends with them, Ash replied. So if it's true that Reshiram can be transformed from the Light Stone, I want to become friends with it too. And chuckled. With Reshiram? He hadn't considered that possibility. Up on the surface, Team Plasma was organizing their units, battling the excavation team's Pokemon, and getting their equipment ready. Aldith ordered Barrett to assemble a group to retrieve the Lightstone from Anne, beneath the ruins. Just as Barrett was going to execute the orders. "Don't move!" Professor Cedric's assistant grabbed Aldith and threatened her with a heavy pipe. "Who are you?" Barrett was shocked at this turn of events. "I wasn't planning to reveal my true identity until Ghetsis arrived, but I have no choice," the assistant said. Then he pulled off a full headmask to reveal an entirely different man underneath. "I'm Detective Looker of the International Police, and you're all under arrest." Iris and Selene were thrilled by this turn of events. Detective Looker quickly took control of the situation, moving Iris, Selene, and Professor Juniper to safety as some of the excavation team's Golurk approached. But Aldith wasn't worried. "Do you really think you can defeat a whole unit alone? Whenever I make a move, the whole International Police moves with me," Looker said. "So rest assured, backup is on the way." "Well, then I'd say they'd better hurry," came a chuckling voice. It was Colress, who'd just driven up to the edge of a cliff above the group in a high-tech vehicle. The front of it looked like a satellite dish. "What was that?" Looker recognized how dangerous it was. "No, it can't be," he cried. "The Pokemon control device.